Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third of the B reels, or I call them B-sides, which are these little videos that I publish that offer some context, some thought, a bit of my philosophy of life, I guess, if you will, and hoping to also answer some questions on them. Looks like the warm days of summer have finally arrived. I'd like to report a little bit on our garden. Our raised bed for our aromatic herbs and other plants is doing really, really well. The plants are thriving. It's incredible to see the growth daily. We have mostly edibles with the exception of the tobacco plant. Everything is doing really, really good. I still don't have the irrigation drip tape on it, so I'm watering every day. But it's so fun to see the plants thriving in this tiny microclimate. I'm also looking to experiment. We even have a beet plant to harvest some seed from. Out on the garden, left from the winter, we still have the leeks that self-seed, the onions, only the reds. The yellow onions were already pulled, a little small, but heavy rains of the spring really did a number on them. We still have some out on the drying rack. The rest are already in storage by the kitchen, and we also pickled a few. The peas are doing really well, but looks like the heat's already doing a number on them. The carrots are enjoying their new sandy bed. The cucumbers are doing really, really well. Plenty of fruit already. We're looking to do a lot of pickling this year. We're doing a trellis system where you wrap the plant on the wire. So every day a little bit of training. It's a lot of fun. The sweet corn is coming up very strong. The peppers are finally out, a little bit small, but now with the heat they'll come strong. Everything is doing really well. The irrigation system has helped a great deal. Tomatoes are out with the basil. They get along great in the garden, not just on the plate. But there's still lots to go in the garden. Lots of seedlings are still awaiting their time to be put out on the beds. A sweet potato, you can see it here. More tomatoes, more onions now, more peppers, more lettuce, which has to be continuously planted, succession planted. On the fruits department, the cherries are turning. The peaches and the plums are looking great. It's the first year for both of them. And the strawberries that we've already been enjoying for about a month. From my experience last year, we seem to have strawberries for about 7 months out of the year. They seem to be enjoying where they are planted, the base of the fruit trees. And now I'm working on a system to protect them from the birds. Most of the fruit trees are young. I planted them here. This particular one, a pomegranate, has never bared fruit before. I see a flower coming up on it, and thank you to a commenter for explaining that they are very slow at first to grow, and then they explode all of a sudden. This one looks like it's going to bloom this year. I'm not sure if that's going to turn into fruit, but it's looking good. I have a Rocha pear that also has a little bit of fruit for the first time this year. The persimmon is also for the first time blooming, and it looks good to produce some fruit. We'll see how much of it will actually make it. On the farm animal front, please keep in mind these guys are farm animals. They're workers, they're not pets, although some people think they're pets. They are here with a purpose, and it's to help us to control vermin, rodent population in the case of the cat, and predators in the case of the dog. Our little bantam hen, whose function is raising chicks, I initially gave her 11 eggs. She decided that she only wanted 9, so she threw 2 eggs out of the nest. She successfully incubated those 9 eggs. Unfortunately, one of the chicks didn't make it out of the nest. The other 8 came down safely. You see them here at 7 days of age. Pretty impressive. Fighting with each other over some mice that she found. I've never seen anything like this. They literally, those little guys were gobbling down the whole entire mouse. They're 7 days old. I was beside myself watching this. I've raised many chickens before, but I've never seen anything like this. That little bare-naked guy there on the image, he ate 3 mice, one after the other. For people that think that chicken are something else, they're actually voracious carnivores. They need vast amounts of protein in order to produce eggs, good eggs. And soy protein or soy meal, which is the protein that is in most commercial chicken feed, is not adequate. It's not good protein. It's not proper protein. It doesn't contain the correct amino acids. So yeah, it's inferior. I'm hoping you don't find this too graphic, but this is the reality at the farm, and this is the best case scenario, is where a nest of mice gets eaten by the chicken. Anyway, of the remaining 8, we have now 6, because 2 were taken by my favorite bird of prey. There's also some news. Our lovely rooster has died. We opened him up to see if we could find the reason why he died, but we really couldn't. I had noticed from the very beginning that he had seemed like difficulty breathing, like he would make a sound when he was breathing, almost like gasping for air. Anyway, these heritage breeds sometimes could have some health-related issues, because most often they are in small flocks, and inbreeding could be a situation, could be a problem that could eventually lead to health complications. We don't know. He was a tagged bird, so he was proper Preta lusitanica, but he left behind his offspring, and in the little flock we may have a replacement for him. We were saddened, but this is the reality of life at the farm. And some people may say that maybe he ate something that was poisonous, foxglove, or many other things that could be a reason. But I say that is the price of freedom. The price, the chance, the danger that comes with giving the best life to our chicken, where they're free to roam. Thank you for watching.